Bonjour, good morning. We'll get started. Welcome everybody to the meeting today. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please. Here.
Here. Here. Here.
Our spiritual advisor's not here today, so we'll do a moment of silence, but also in light of the events that happened this past week in Vegas, which violence has affected many families, we'll do a moment of silence in respect for those individuals. Miigwech. Approval of the agenda.
Revisions. One will have these under again. One is a letter to the MCT, RTC for waiver for the 2018 election cycle. Two, we need request from Health and Human Services for sole source for Fortune Bay. Provide a dinner for the sobriety week on October 19th. And last, we'll have Fury Grant with the FY 2018 budgets.
Yeah, budgets are at the end. Okay.
I'd like to add a little discussion and direction on, I guess, some questions and concerns regarding, I'd like some clarification and just open discussion on residency and, that being my own. And I'm just not one to let things go. I'd like to hit that one head on and open up that discussion. I see Mark's not here, but so that's what I'd like to do.
Where do you want it added, Brandon?
At the end is fine, wherever.
We'll talk about, how about after we talk the letter on the election waiver, after that?
Sure.
Okay. After the election waiver letter, Corey? Okay, if no other additions to the agenda, I'll call for a motion to approve with additions. Moved by Ray, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Trav, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Minutes from September 20, 2017 at Net Lake. If there's no questions, I'll call for a motion.
Move.
Move to approve by Brandon. Is there a second?
That was Trav.
Oh, Trav, sorry. Jeez. Is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried.
Good morning. I'd
morning,
like to
Donna.
introduce Charmaine Jourdain. She's the Indian Child Welfare Administrator.
Welcome aboard, Sean.
Thank you.
Come aboard.
Is that it? Okay. Before we get on with the agenda, I'd like to make an announcement, and I asked the council if it was appropriate to do that at this time, and they're okay with it. So just for everybody's information, the tribal council did sign an agreement to sell WELY last week. So we have now sold our radio station, WELY, to an outside source, and we're very fortunate. It's been difficult. We've been trying to sell it for quite a few years now, and we finally got someone to buy the radio station, and so we will no longer own WELY. Be good. Okay, we'll move on with the consent agenda. Adoption of Resolution 30-2018, application to IRRB for HVAC system for Human Services Building. Council poll vote was 4-0-0. Approved renewal of licensing for early Head Start and daycare for October 1st, 2017 to September 30, 2018. Council poll vote was 4-0-0. Authorized early Head Start Parent Committee to do a 50-50 raffle on September 30 and October 1st during the powwow to raise money to provide the Head Start children with rewards and graduation materials. Council poll vote was 4-0-0. Approved Resolution 31-2018, refinancing of the loan for the government building in Net Lake. Council poll vote was 4-0-0. On the last item with the refinancing of the loan for the government building, basically what that was we went to a tax exempt status, and our interest rate previous to that was 3.5%, and we're now at an interest rate of 2.5%. So cost savings for the band. With that, I'll call for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Moved by Ray. Is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Silent? Motion carried.
Okay, first on the agenda is Doris Isham with the MDH grant application.
Good morning, Doris. Corey,
Rick to stop that.
get Rick to stop that for just a little while.
Roof.
So I sent the resolution to Mark, and this is the same resolution that's been submitted with previous grants.
Doris, how many years have you received this grant? This is a grant for the off-reservation diabetes program?
Yeah, it's, since 2009.
Good job.
It's a 2-year grant.
Good,
And it's funded each year.
good job. No other questions for Doris? I'll call for a motion to approve her MDH grant application.
Move.
Moved by Brandon. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. Good job, Doris.
Trying to locate somebody.
Okay.
Next we have Danny Prados with the Native Community Development Institute needs assessment.
Morning, Danny.
Good morning.
Requesting approval to submit an online application, which is due October 15th, to Minnesota Housing Partnership on behalf of Bois performing a community needs assessment. Over the course of 18 months, the Institute provides technical assistance, project oversight and coaching, a network of referrals for resources, and they afford the travel costs associated with being in the Institute. Out of pocket, it would be salary, staff time, and then also for implementing the project, those costs would be out of pocket. So why do a community needs assessment? Well, we need data to apply for grants.
Yep.
And having primary data is like gold, pretty much. So, but then also we'll have information on how to better structure our services and our programming, kind of like a market study. KBFT, under Shane's program, there are funds to help implement and do the canvassing of our community members to complete the assessment. The Institute has a project that's nearing completion of, that's somewhat similar. So that was done through Red Lake, so we have some contacts there too. And so far, planning, housing, education, health, and KBFT have expressed a willingness to commit team members.
Good, I think it's very important for grant opportunities to have the data, and a community needs assessment is vital for that, so I think it'd be very important for us to get this. I'm not sure when the last community needs assessment was done, do you know, Andy? Long time ago. I see Leech Lake, Red Lake, and White Earth also participated in this.
Yep.
So there are some tribes we can contact for questions or whatever. Good. Any questions for Danny? If not, I'll call for a motion to approve working with the Native Community Development Institute for the Community Needs Assessment.
Move.
Moved by Brandon, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Travis, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Simona with the RTC leave benefits.
Morning, Simona.
So, last week they discussed and tentatively approved the RTC E-Leave. The following is what they wanted reinstated. Funeral leave, cultural activity leave, school conferences and activities leave, organ donor policy leave, leave share policy reinstated once revised, military leave, jury duty leave, advocate EMT, volunteer fire department, and comp time reinstated only unless a threat to life or property. Can you read out the suspended ones?
Yes.
Suspended would be elderly activity leave, fitness center leave, extracurricular activities leave, and educational leave not discussed, decision needed.
So that was one of the issues, one of the leaves that we did discuss last week. That's for our employees that are currently pursuing higher degrees, like in accounting. We have a couple people that are going after their accounting degrees. And within a few other departments, we have people.
I know accounting has at least two individuals that are pursuing their accounting degree, but I also know that Head Start uses this for their teacher certification, I believe. It's Billy?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's to get our staff to get their teacher certification, which is a requirement of the Head Start grant. Okay.
How many hours are we talking about per pay period?
I think it's eight. Eight? Yeah.
I think that's an important leave. We need to encourage our employees to get proper education, so they're providing the best service. So my recommendation is to keep that in. I'll go with that too.
Okay, Dave will go with that, you guys. 8 hours per pay period.
Down or what?
Yeah. Track,
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
okay. Brendan?
For education.
Yeah.
I guess my question would be, is that gonna be enough? That would be my only thoughts with that.
On the education leave, that's per week, per pay period.
Oh, per week, per pay period.
Per pay period. It's 8 hours per pay period. not
Okay, period.
this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is that enough? Like, if you're going to school 5 days a week, you leave hour early, 2 hours early,
No, everyone knows 8 hours per pay period. It's, it depends on the situation.
what was it now?
That's what it was.
Okay.
You okay with it the way you said
Yeah.
it? Okay. All right, I'll call for a motion to approve the personnel policy leave benefits with the addition of educational leave, 8 hours per pay period.
I'll move.
Moved by Ray, is there a second? Seconded by Dave, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Thank you, Simona.
Someone, can the HR department get a letter out, or a memo to all staff, just to let them know what's approved, what's not? Thanks. Okay, the last three items we had, Donna, do yours first with the sole source request, the Fortune Bay for the sobriety feast. Just for the fact that it's over $3,000, otherwise we need 3 votes.
Morning.
Good morning, Donna.
The Human Services Department, the Chemical Dependency would like to get the council's approval for sole source for Fortune Bay Resort and Casino for the sobriety feast to be held on October 19th. And the amount is $3,434.75.
And I'm sure they have it in their budget line item.
Yes,
Yeah, so this is paid for out of a grant?
yes.
Yeah, so, okay. I'll move.
Move to approve, made by Ray, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Trav, all in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Opposed, silent, motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Okay, next we have a letter for the MCT from the RTC requesting a waiver.
I
Did
can-
Rick bring that up?
Yeah, I've got the letter, I can read it. This letter is in regards to the upcoming election, so I'll read the letter. It's to the Minnesota Chippewa Tribe TEC Committee. Dear committee members, today the Bois Forte Reservation Tribal Council met, and we will soon decide that it was not to use the automated ballot tabulating system in the 2018 election cycle pursuant to Section 2.1A1 of the election ordinance that requires a waiver from the TEC. Please consider this letter as a request for the waiver. Secretary Treasurer David C. Morrison Sr., or I will make the appropriate motion at the October 12, 2017 TEC meeting. Sincerely yours, Kathy Chavers, Chairwoman. This is, Kim helped me out here, but I believe that when our budgets are on the agenda with Kim, and one of the issues that we came across was the cost of the automated ballot tabulating system, and it costs approximately,
Well, because
machines.
Okay, 35,000 just for the rental of the machines, and we felt it was, as a whole, the council, I believe, felt it was a cost-cutting issue that we think we can deal with the hand tabulation like we did in the past, because we really don't have that many voters. So this letter will then request that waiver from the TEC to do that. Do I have a motion to approve requesting the submission of the waiver? Ooh, can't write on that.
Well, if we're not going to do the, just for everybody's information, if we're not going to use the machines, will there be more labor costs for the college? So there's no other costs over and above what we already pay election boards. Okay. I'll move.
Motion made by Ray to approve the letter for requesting a waiver for the automated ballot machines. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried.
Okay, next you want to have a discussion on the residency?
I know Mark ain't here, and he just sent an email, I guess. What I would like, I know in the resolution that was passed before, I think we can tighten that up and make another resolution that's clear and concise as far as what determines that. And the sooner the better, I would like, because the resolution is pretty vague, and I would like just exactly, to really clear it up, whether we toughen it up and whatever else. That's, I like to take these things head on. And, one of the things that, where this is coming up from is I've heard it on 2 different occasions. And in both instances, I guess I can take what it is. It was 2 people that basically wanted, jobs, special jobs, and I can't go along with that, and I never will. So that's a kind of a backlash from that. But nonetheless, everybody has their right to question or whatever else, and I have a right to take it head on, like I always do, and I'm not going to sit back and wait. And I talked to the chief of police a little bit after this issue is resolved, and it's clear. There's if there's no issue, I also believe that it's wrong for people to monitor and don't think that I don't see it. And I see it. I see who goes by and for what. And I'm not a dummy. And I think, there's a word for that too. So that's the only way I would like to handle this. So if we could get together with Mark and get together with the council, and once it's clear and concise, because it is a pretty vague resolution, and I'd like to clear it up, and I'd like it to be tighter if it needs to be, and to be open. Your average band member doesn't know these kind of things, and that's what's wrong with our government. This kind of stuff has been going on for too long. These little resolutions and things to protect the way old government was run, and we're on the brink of changing it, and we're not going to let something like this get in the way. So
Any other comments? Okay. Okay, Brandon, we can take a look at that and get a hold of Mark and see what we can do.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay, next we have Kim with the fiscal year 2018 budgets.
2 minutes to get set up.
Yeah. Just for everybody's information, this past week and past weeks, I should say, Kim has been diligently working with the programs and the council and program directors and regarding our 2018 budgets. And just for everybody's information, the council does have, or the tribal government has 294 programs that she has to do the budgets for. And what we're discussing today will be the Fortune Bay distribution to our budgets and what actions need to be approved by the council for the fiscal year 2018. I do want to say that the council has had many discussions, and we can agree to disagree, and we also have reviewed this budget. And at this time, I guess I would like to thank them for their input, because we all had input with regards to the budget. And it's very difficult when it comes to making decisions that affect some staff and some of the issues that we face every day with people and our band members. And one of the things we wanted to do was have this in general session just for informational purposes, to let people know that this is how the Fortune Bay dollars are distributed through the budget, along with the grant monies and the federal and state dollars we receive for our programs. It does supplement programs that are not funded by grants or programs. I'll use the funeral fund as an example, but we want people to actually know what we've done for 2018, and I want to commend Kim on a great job. It was very stressful, and today we're here to approve our 2018 budget.
I don't know if this is on. Can you hear me up there? Not really, right?
Is that on? It shows that it's on, but. Ours died.
Oh, it's probably over there. Test. No.
No, they're not. I'll have to hold.
No.
I would like to talk on how the budget process used to be
Okay.
and how we've changed it, and it's a work in progress, our whole budget process, and it'll get better each year. But prior to that, not for fiscal year 2017, we started to change it some, but prior to that, we would just request the information for people who were requesting funds from Fortune Bay. We compile that, we go through it, without reviewing the whole entire budget together. Last year, because we were changing how Fortune Bay was going to distribute funds to us, and we were unsure how much we were gonna get. We started the process of having division-wide budgets to see where we could leverage money or pair or, look at everything as a whole. And we did that. But then the tribal council was only given the amount that was requested from Fortune Bay. Now, this year we did division-wide budgets again. And I want to thank all the people who came in and had meetings and we spent time going through. There's a lot of good information that comes in those meetings and sitting in those sessions and talking about things, and you can generate different ideas. Just as when we got to the council, there were some very good ideas too that were generated by having open discussions. So it looks like I have a lot of stuff. I brought this for reference. The council each has their own set. I ran out of big blue books, so I got 5 books. This is a copy of the entire initial budget. It was over 2,200 pages, and for the first time, the council got a complete set of everything. So they had reference and they can refer to it. The second thing I did different was, I prepared an entire worksheet. This is this big long one of every single program. So the council would learn how programs work together and different things going on. For the audience's information, there were, I have to look, 'cause I think I remember numbers, but I don't. There were 292 budgets we did. And on the initial request, the initial is that better? Okay. It doesn't like.
Go ahead. Start one of them. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, let's go.
Anyone's on? You want me to wait or?
Wait,
Because if they're viewing online, I wouldn't be able to hear probably.
yeah, we'll wait. What's that?
Kind of like voicemail, we just kind of say they could work perfectly. Can't hear it.
Oh, yeah. We need to put that back in there. Stop.
Yeah. Oh, I just had a couple people down. Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to clarify, and we're going between, Cook and Orr, trying to buy Lorraine's place. Cook and Orr cooking it. And, like I did
started when they fell over.
Yeah. That's where I ran to.
She's tall. Yeah, pretty.
Got rid of their next on team nine.
Should behave himself.
Strangling.
We gonna add that other appointment back in or no?
Better to me. All right.
I think so. I just think it's fair.
Can you hear me? Test.
Okay. Where'd Kim go?
Kim has that one.
Test.
Okay. Guess you got one over there too, Court. Where'd Kim go? Just chased her out of here.
These are the recorded ones.
Oh, okay.
This one's a recording.
Oh, this one.
That one's we finish it up.
No, you're okay now, okay?
This one.
Test. Test.
Where's my new speak? Where's my new speak?
You still got time. So just shooting them who's at the Zoom isn't good.
Hey, Kim. We're gonna use these. Okay, Kim.
Okay, so continuing on with the budget process, it did take a very long time and a lot of effort on people. And
I got a question on the youth centers. Has that always been funded by tribal dollars?
Yes. Well, we used to pay directly to the Boys and Girls Club.
Right. But it's always been funded by tribal dollars?
Yes.
Okay, so, we never lost money for the youth centers because it's our money.
Yeah, you had had an investment.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's just one of those
Yeah.
things that's out there that we lost 300,000 for the youth center, and that's just, it's just misinformation. So, the youth centers have always been funded by the tribe. Okay, thank you.
And just as a note to that, I don't know, maybe Tori or one of the council members can remember how much we were paying to the Duluth branch of the Boys and Girls Club for. Was it about $320,000 a year? By the time we got through this final need, and revised, it's adapted, now we're at a point where we can go for grants, but this year, the total cost for the Boys and Girls Club estimate is $367,000. So we still have a service investment per year that we have more flexibility. And the goal is to go after other grants and supplement that, and here are the other programs. The Heritage Center has been quite a topic of discussion. It does cost a lot to have the Heritage Center and operate it. And we looked at various ways to reduce costs there. Last year when we did the budget cycle, they had, even if we were to close the Heritage Center, it would still cost us probably $100,000 to have it closed, because we have to maintain the artifacts and keep the building. There's certain requirements of maintaining things and the building itself. So we looked at going seasonal and staffing structure. We looked at how the LAC funds are funded, of how much money they have available for the entire year. And then we hear, and the next one was, this came up, was very good discussion, is prepared the language development grant from the state of Minnesota with PBFT. And for the funding, the federal funding for PBFT, we have to have full-time people employed in the radio station from non-federal funds to get the funding from feds. And this is non-federal funds. Paired with it, they can do a lot of language development on the radio station and for the Boys and Girls Club. And then they can have a lot of language stuff at the radio station.
Okay, I see a number in there, $101,175. That's what used to be allocated for RTC Language Development Coordinator? Or was it the program as a whole, or what was that about?
That was, they used to fund it every year, and I don't remember the amount they funded it for, but that was the remaining balance after the RTC had eliminated its position a couple years ago.
Okay.
And so we never did anything with the money,
Right.
and.
And roughly, what was the salary on that? About 70,000? Was
I'm
that?
guessing, I couldn't be telling you about one, it would probably be, so you have a salary. So probably by the time you get through all that, that would be $100 and something.
Okay.
That was one of the reallocated of unused funds. And-
Right.
And what they did, there was $101,000 left in that program. Was, we paired it with the cultural plan, that's what we're using to run powwows.
Okay.
This year. And then, we use reviewed, I reviewed some budgets as I do, you know, I'm human, we did have a few mistakes that I have to make about budget. So I was able to eliminate a few things.
Kim, just for the audience is, information is, we did look at the last election, and I believe there was like 74 urban votes. So that's the total number of voters at the urban area. Most of them are absentee.
And then we looked at some other positions to reduce to part-time. Then we got to modification 7, where we, at this point, the council had considered reducing the 401k match for employees who contribute from 5% to 2.5%. Modification 8 was to review budgets again and eliminate, we went back and looked at one of them was like the program, because we had a position for this public director programs. But at this time, we eliminated it because it wasn't being critical. And then the last modification, the last thing we discussed, and it has not been voted on, also is the council wanted to entertain freezing all salaries for just 1 year.
So, you know, I think, you know, freezing, an actual freeze all the salaries for 1 year. You know, what that will save is $434,766.05 just for 1 year. And, you know, that's, that'll go a long way in, early summer next year when we are, we still have to bank on, the casino being able to make payments for the year. Now, the staff has to understand that if something goes wrong and those payments don't come in, we'll be there again, just like we were last year. And, so, you know, I guess trying to look down the road and saving that money right off the get-go, it'll eliminate the possibility of having to send people home again or worrying about that is my thinking. So, thanks, Kim.
So that was just a general overview, so that the audience and people understand the amount of effort the council has put into it. So now we have to go, the council's desire was to go line item by line item on the budget. And this week, some of them, because we made suggested changes, I would suggest that you vote for policy items that still need to be voted on. And that will be to reduce the contribution to 2.5%. And then the second one would be to freeze all wages for 1 year. And I think that needs to be defined a little bit better, in context of anyone who would receive, you know, it's open for discussion, but because an employee was due an evaluation, say in August, and their supervisor didn't do it, that's not the employee's fault. So if their August 2017 raise would be approved, but when their 2018 raise wouldn't have happened, that's why they were froze. So there'd be a few stragglers, you know, coming in to the council that would be, is that correct? Is that correct?
So
Yeah, so I mean, I think you need to clarify that, so people.
for the anniversary dates, you're saying that they should be for the fiscal year 2018 anniversary dates,
Yeah.
correct?
And that would be from October 1
Yep.
to September 30th, they were eligible for
An increase during that fiscal year.
during that time, that they would be eligible for that during that time.
this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the 2.5% 401K Roth match in replacing the 5% match. If I can get a motion to approve that 2.5% match. 401K. Under modification 7, effective October 1st.
Oh, that would be effective
October 1.
December.
Oh, January 1st? Okay, effective
I
Jan,
think I calculated it.
okay, sorry. Effective January 1st, 2018?
And that will save $309,067.
Yep.
Okay, I'll move.
Motion made by Brandon, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Travis, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent, motion carried. The Heritage Center.
When you go through in the changing staffing levels and stuff, we'll go on this line, right?
Okay.
So the second one is the freeze for just 1 year.
Call for a motion to approve the salary and performance pay freeze for 1 year for those with anniversary dates after October 1st, 2007.
And
You're talking about a freeze for just 1 year. That don't mean, that means that people won't be able to pay their performance pay, right?
Correct.
It's been a freeze for, 6, 7, because people are still getting performance pay. That to me is not a freeze. They're still getting paid.
That's,
Leaving all performance
Yes.
pay is wiped out.
For a year. There's no performance, there's a freeze on salary increases and performance pay.
yes,
yeah, for people over 70,000. You know, if they were still
They were
6 years.
so it's gonna be an actual, total freeze. And what it's gonna save is $434,766.05. And that's just for 1 year. And, just in 2 things, that's over $800,000.
But it's not all of it, it's also saving the programs, it's not all unfortunately.
Saving programs, yes.
It's also the grants that would have more.
So, I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Brandon, is there a second? Second by Ray, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Silent, motion carried.
Okay, so we got the 2 large items. Like your policies taken care of, so now we will walk through each, we'll go down line by line here. And so like the very first one is the community cleanup program. And they had requested, $16,500 to do the program. But because of all the changes that we had talked about, came up with and reviews, I was able to budget general fund dollars, so that does not need to be requested from tribal government, so would you like me to read the ones like that, so everybody's aware? I know it's gonna be a little bit of a process here. Do you want to?
Go ahead.
But you don't need to vote on that.
No.
So that one, that program is funded, it's just not going to be
Second.
Second by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next line item that was requested funding for was for the conservation department, and that whole department is primarily funded from the IA dollars, but by the time the IA dollars came through, there was no need to have tribal dollars to supplement their programs. So there is no request to do that. They have the money, they don't need to request money. So the next one is the elder housing repair funds. In between the process, originally they requested $57,700, and that is going to be between the budget modifications we had and pairing it with, we had a temporary elder fund that wasn't used for the last 2 years. Using those funds to fund that. There is no request, so there's no need to vote on that.
It's fully
But
funded.
it's fully funded. The next line item is the license plate register. As always, besides the fee that they charge for license plate, is always required contribution from the tribal council, or pay part of your salary. So initially, when we did the budgets, the request was $18,100. And through a variety of budget modifications, and being able to fund it from general fund dollars, there is no request and it's fully funded. The next line item, the emergency preparedness program was requested. It's gonna be, this is new. Preparedness. Did I say?
No, you said emergency preparedness.
Scared. They had requested $76,100, and after looking at the carryovers and stuff, they only need to request $53,900 for that program to be fully funded for this year.
Motion to approve 53,900 for emergency preparedness. Come on, guys. Moved by Trav, is there a second? Second by Ray, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
There is a grant match required for, it's called a pre-disaster mitigation plan. And that is in the amount of $8,973 is what the tribal council's share would be.
Motion to approve the grant match of $8,973 for the pre-disaster mitigation. Moved by Ray, is there a second? Second by Dave, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
So all this money now that you're talking about is
Oh, hi.
request from Fortune Bay.
Correct. Yep.
The next request was the shortfall from the storm damage and costs from last year when we had that big thunderstorm come through and had power.
Yep.
When the emergency centers provided food, cleanup costs,
second? Second by Trav, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next line item was a request from the Net Lake Fire Department in the amount of $10,000. So they would have available funds for operations for 2018. And as I was able to get information on carryover balances, that's able to be covered by the general fund. Therefore, there's no request for fortune pay or any program is fully funded.
Okay.
The next line item is the operations of the renewal center. There's, their original request was $188,000, and by the time I was able to calculate the carryovers and general fund balance, they would need $60,650 to be fully funded. That's a request from Fortune funds.
Motion to approve $60,650 for Vermillion Center operation. Moved by Ray, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Dave, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next line item is the elder housing repairs for the Vermillion portion of their, this is primarily their workers' cost. The original request was $79,000 because of the budget, budget's ended, they're requesting $71,454.
Motion to approve elder housing repairs for $71,454. Is this for Vermillion, you said?
Yep.
For Vermillion? Moved by Brandon, second by Ray, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next line item that I requested was our demolition program, and we have to have matching dollars as we get part of the IRRB for houses that were, when we first started this thing, made primarily inside of conservation. They were requesting $11,072 for the member match for that, and I was able to do that with the insurance fund estimates. That program is fully funded. Next line item is the ICDEG grant, it's the Indian Community Development Block Grant. We have, when we applied for it, we have the leverage points. Kirby had said we would contribute $200,000 of our own funds. And we did get awarded the grant for the improvements at the community center and that thing.
Okay.
And so to get, what are we getting from? It's the federal program, we get $600 something. And we have to put in $200,000.
Motion, go ahead. Motion to approve the $200,000 Indian Community Development Block Grant match of $200,000. Moved by Brandon, seconded by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next was a request for training, to have a training workshop for grant writing dollars, equal to $10,500. My suggestion to the tribal council was to have that paid out of some carryover funds. It's called program 729, was an open biological study that's been approved for a while. So
is there any way to predict year to year how many kids are going to go? Like what if we did like a survey, like in the Bois Forte News or whatever that says if you anticipate going to school next year, like the graduating seniors, whoever we all serve. And then we know if we need more or if we need less. Yeah, like even, right, maybe something like intent, like, I don't want to sound like letter of intent, but kind of like that. And then it teaches people to be, hey, I'm looking at going back to school next year. I better send Leanne and Billy my letter of intent. And then it helps all of us plan for that. Okay.
Dave made the motion to approve the $394,500 for scholarships, and Ray seconded while you were questioning. Then you said you had a question, so all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
Next line item is the summer youth program. Original request was $31,500. Original request was $32,000. Final request is $31,000.
Motion to approve summer youth program in the amount of $31,500. Moved by Dave, second by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next two requests, I'm gonna talk to you to get them all together, because it's for the LACs.
Yep.
Traditionally, we had just given each the same amount each year, and they don't have the same amount of cost. So one of the budget things we did is to give them enough money to bring over the amount to have basically $28,200 a year. So originally, when we first started doing the budgets, we would give them each $19,000. By doing this, per million does not create any distribution concern. And I believe we're $16,133.
113. Motion to approve $16,113 for the Net Lake LIEC. Vermillion is fully funded and is not in need of funds. Moved by Ray, seconded by Trav. Hang on, guys. All in favor signify by saying aye. You guys are too fast for me. Opposed, silent, motion carried. You guys are too fast for me.
Okay, the next line item is KBFT radio station. To be fully compliant with all our federal funding, it was estimated that we needed $200,000. But as we talked about previously, for programs, we would need to approve $154,000 for the Net Lake radio station. And just for this audience's information, I just want to give you how much other funding we get. Radio stations in general.
Is this required for a match, Kim? You have that?
They're required, in the budget, they're
look and see that it costs, us $154,000. But, they also have 250 from somewhere else. And then you think about that in along the terms of 150,000. It seems like a lot, but when you compare it to the budget of 48 million, it kind of puts it in perspective. And another thing to look at is what those guys do for the community. It's they seem like they have good events once or twice a month, and they're always bringing the community together. And I just think those types of things and your average the people the community members, that bet you they'd advocate for that. So that's a good deal.
If I may add, by matching that, by one it's also,
That's a small price to pay. Yeah. Okay, move.
Moved by Brandon to approve $154,000 for KBFT. Second by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
the next line item is the tribal early childhood, the in-kind match, on both the early Head Start and Head Start. There's a significant amount of in-kind that is required by vets to get the money, so like, I'm kind of deferring to really because I don't know the total amounts of funds I always, but like to get like one. So it doesn't have to be a cash match always, but you have to get the community to participate, provide extra.
Volunteer hours.
Yeah, it could be help with something or what we both. There's a variety of things, and a lot of it's, some of it's taken care of by parents. But, we also have, it's not all taken care of, so we have to pay some cash match. So to make that, to be in compliance with the, funding, we need to contribute 35,100. There was other funds that people had secured. At the end of the day, that's how much we need to
Motion to approve tribal early childhood in-kind match of $35,100. Moved by Ray, is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The funeral fund, when we did the budget estimated carryover, I had one between now and then, probably 4 funerals. So it seems to go groups as far as. But as when groups close, subject to more, so to have the funeral, which is not eligible for any grant, $160,000.
Just for the audience's knowledge, the full fund is $195,200,000, so.
To run the program for
Oh, okay.
but they had,
Okay, gotcha.
we have contingencies there in case of this.
Okay. Thank you, Kim. Motion to approve $160,800 for the funeral fund. Moved by Trav, seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried.
The next line item that I
maybe explain how you come up with that number, 65,200.
I looked at the number of positions that are up for election, and in our resolution, because it's all tribal dollars and it's our own rules, it says they get, I believe, 2/3 of their wages, just wages and benefits, for 26 weeks of election. So this is worst case scenario. I have no way of predicting, trying to do budgets and trying to make sure.
Better too much than not enough.
Yeah, because it has carry. And it also gets funded because we charge, we assess the benefit amount that we assess to employees and put in that fund also. It's part of the process, instead of paying into our self-insurance fund. Fund for
They make enough money to spend that
Every band has
Yes.
something different, you know, a version of it. And in fact, there's companies out there now coming around trying to set up funds to give our Callahan's into our program. They've designed a
Holy.
program, you know, if
Hit
we
the
want
deck,
to pay
everybody.
somehow, it has to be out of tribal dollars. And most tribes do, unless it's just a tribe that you run. But you're not paid like an employee, you just get paid for doing yourself, and you still have a different job than other
My thought is coming in at a salary of $80,000 a year, and you know that you're gonna be potentially only working for 2 years. I don't see why that council person can't put money away for the 26 weeks that we're going to be unemployment money. I think the council members make enough money to be able to take care of themselves for 26 weeks, and they're not spending money, not money, $65,000 for unemployment. That's just my thought.
I do want to say something as a former employee and a former council member from my first term in office, is that I worked for the tribe for 27 years in healthcare. And then I decided to run for office, which I did, and got on as District 1 rep from 2008 to 2012. Well, then matters happened where I moved off the reservation and wasn't eligible to run again. And policies are in place, I think, that are outdated, and we discussed this yesterday or the other day with regards to this unemployment fund. But the 27 years I spent working for the tribe, I was not eligible for state unemployment. I lost those years, as far as I could not get unemployment for those years. So I relied on the RTC unemployment fund to help me get by. And so, you know, in a way, when you dedicate your life to the tribe, and we want to encourage people to become leaders. And I think that by having no Social Security, our money doesn't go towards Social Security, and we should put it aside. And that's one thing we've discussed we're going to change the unemployment benefit for the upcoming years. We've decided to sit down and meet and revisit it and make it where maybe we should contribute an amount out of our paychecks towards our own unemployment. That's the way I think. That's what we should do. But the way it's set up now is there is no option for that right now. But I think, to be fair to anybody that runs for tribal office, you've dedicated your time and money, and you utilize your money for your families. And so I don't think it's fair to council members not to receive unemployment, but to do it in a different way, where we contribute our own money. And so I would like to see an amount, and this is just a high amount. It's not necessarily the right amount. It's a guesstimate. And so we don't know what's going to happen in the elections. But I just think it's unfair to the tribal council members and to the leaders that are representing the band, because I lost out on 27 years of unemployment, because I just chose to become a leader, and then circumstances happened where I couldn't run again. So, you know, we all have our thoughts and whatever, but, you know, I understand what you're saying too, Lorna. But I just think that because we can't collect Social Security and Medicare off that's a federal government thing that we can't deal, you know, we can't get that back. We can get it back in a different way, but it's probably gonna get taxed anyway, so. But that's just my comment.
You know, my comment on this is, you know, on this whole process of doing it this way, doing the budget this way, and getting these types of things out there, and for our band, you know, band membership to see. I would dare say 90% of our band probably didn't know this exists, maybe. I mean, and it's $65,200. You know, my take, and of course I'm young and you know, more handsome than Toodleoff, but you know, one of the things that, you know, the way I see it is, you know, if I didn't run or I lost, I would get back in the workforce as fast as I could. And, you know, depending on, and especially in our state of affairs we were in now, I would be fine without it, so.
I just wanna make a comment, that amount is for 3 individuals, it's not for one, just so you know that.
It's for 3, and I think the way it's set up, my cut wouldn't be as big as some of the others.
Correct.
So,
Yep, that's correct.
just so we're clear there.
Yep.
But, you know, again, I just applaud, you know, the two of you for doing this kind of stuff in the open. This is the only way to do it.
So are the rulings that you mentioned, are they still in effect?
Yep.
One is an IRS ruling, and it was originally implemented back in 1958. Someone at the IRS all of a sudden decided that they're gonna follow it finally. And I don't know who found it or why they started doing it, but the notices came down that they said that we can't, even if we contribute, you know, like, we were to take and contribute the employer share for, like, Social Security and Medicare, they would not refund it, and they would not get credit, and they would not be eligible for federal programs.
So then when, say Kathy gets a paycheck, she isn't getting Social Security or Medicare taken out of her check? So she's fine.
But for those that, some tribes are setting up programs differently for that, and that's one thing I think we're gonna be looking at, because when I get older, you know, it's gonna affect my income. And so that's something, you know, that's financial planning on our part, so,
And
I
you
get
know,
way older.
I mean, I'm kind of, I want to pay attention to see how this is, how this program is portrayed out there, you know, by people that already benefited from it, so. Kinda excited to see that.
Just a side note, that I teach part-time, I do on the weekends, and
who knows? It could go every 2 years. It could change. You know, they might come and reinstate it and put more in it. That's the deal with resolutions and new tribal councils. So it's you know, for now, the best we can do is what we're gonna do for now, and maybe make it equal. Like I said, you know, just gonna be paid pretty good.
Just some suggestions.
You know, I would, if we're gonna table it, I would like to see the actual vote and comments and, you know, the decision done out in the open.
Yep.
And, so that would be my, I mean, if we table it, that's what I would like to see, is it come back and be in the open like this. Or we could just vote on it now. It's whatever you want to do.
My thinking is that currently we all pay, not currently we all, but most employees pay into a state unemployment compensation fund. And that would be my feeling, is that we should pay into our own unemployment fund. That's just the way I think, so,
Unemployment, the employer pays that benefit,
okay.
and we aren't paying that amount that employees pay.
How much is that percentage, Kim?
It's 4.6% of the first 26,000 paid into unemployment generally. We're self-funded for our unemployment for our employees. So whatever we contribute for non-house members, employees, is exactly the same that we would for that. And you know, it's a small amount, so you're looking at 5 people versus like our trouble, 200. So, you know, there's some things to look at.
I would like to pay into my own fund, just to make sure I'm safe. What do you guys want to vote on it? You guys want to vote on it? Okay, all right. Call for a vote on the Tribal Council Unemployment Fund. I guess to keep it in place. At 65, well, estimated 65 too, correct? Is that what you want?
Well, I guess,
second under all this noise? Here. Here.
95. And so this has been in place for a number of years now, and there's been a lot of council members that have come and gone, and they've always received this benefit, and I know that there's even some bands that are out there that have their unemployment or their the same benefit in place, but there's others that have if you've been in there for so many terms, you even get the extra 2 months or two months added to the 6-month program that you're already. I mean, the 6 months that you're on unemployment. So I know there's other bands out there that allow that. I know Grand Portage is one, and I know one of the other tribes in Minnesota, the tribe are also have the benefit where once you get out of office that you get the 26 weeks plus an extra 2 months for every term that you're in office. So I know that's in place, but I know, like Kathy said, I know that it benefited her, and I know that other tribal council members in the past have took me to the side and thank the council for the benefit that was in place. It helped them also, and I think it's just something that council members have earned over the years. Like I said, you're in there, and you're in there for. Sometimes you're shopping in a store somewhere, and someone will take you to the side and ask you questions, or you're gassing up or whatever, and someone will come and talk to you, and like I said, you're just not in office, 8 to 8. It's just 24/7 that you're on duty. So I'll second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
2 opposed. That leaves it up to me. And what I will do is, again, I said my viewpoint, and I think we still have a chance. This is my thinking, and I'm not sure if you guys can do that, but we still have a chance to revisit this, and I think we can set it up where it's still available, but again, there's things that need to be in place to fix it. And so I think that we know we're going to be meeting in the next few weeks regarding this fund to revisit it and get it right. So I will vote for the fund because I want people to be able to run. Anybody, not just these guys, not anybody, but future leaders to run and to be able to at least have a benefit that they can have, because you're dedicating your time to the tribe. And if people can't understand that, it's time to change it, and that's what we're going to do now. We're going to change it, and it's been this way since whenever, and it's time to change. We're making changes, but right now I really feel it's unfair to just delete it. This will change. Our budgets, whatever we approve today, will change contingent upon other issues. So there will be other changes made to some of these line items due to whatever issues come up. So with that, I'll break the tie with I'll be in favor. Okay, moving on, Kim.
The next one is the Vermillion Water Fund. They would need $9,371 for operational costs.
So the 101,000 that would have went into the language culture program coordinator position. Yeah, language development coordinator. That breaks up into 25,000 apiece to help fund Fort Powers. Yep. Move.
It's fully funded. The next line item was several funding indirect cost shortfalls like donations, 20,000. So, the next three line items will be funding each one of these programs at 6,000 each one for the youth football, youth basketball, Little League.
You know, I'd like to give a little bit of history on this program. When was these started? This is about 10 years ago?
Actually, the Little League was probably started in the 80s.
In the
There's some, like, big ones, some.
Right.
And then
So it's always been
yeah, there's been some
for the youth, okay. And $6,000. I remember when the basketball was added, I remember I was the youth coordinator then, and I asked for, I just asked for some help for some activities, and the tribal council back then, it was 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, somewhere in there. What they did was bought a van, and that little blue van is it's in the Department of Transportation now, still running, but they bought that and they allocated some money towards that program, and you know, here we are 10 years later, and that was a lot of work and a lot of our own money building a very, very successful sports program over at North Woods, and it accumulated what it ended up producing was, you know, state runners up in basketball, and that was a huge accomplishment that we had some boys that were very, very proud of that, and it made 3 communities proud: Cook, Orr, and Nett Lake. So the numbers out there again that it costs to run football again are just misinformation. This is $6,000 that I can tell you right now that our football parents that come and eat at the steakhouse, and grandma will come to the casino, and you know, they come to our establishment because of what we're doing for their youth. It doesn't matter if they're native or non-native. We say we get it back in a different form, so.
Oh, yeah. I really commend the youth programs because they keep our kids out of trouble, and it's something for them to do. And I think we've noticed a success with the basketball and the football and even the Little League, the championships they brought home. And I guess for future reference, I would like to see these youth projects expanded to hopefully encompass more girls' sports and also Vermilion. Because we have youth that we've shown by this fund that we can build successful programs and we can do good things with our kids. You know, they become great athletes and great students and great people. So I would just like to say that for the future, that we think about expanding it even more.
Yeah, I'd also like to comment on that, on the program too. I know that it's really hard to get kids to participate, and I know that that all the guys that helped us with all three of these programs, you know, they put a lot of time and effort into what they do with the kids, and it would be nice if we could know that parents that have kids that are not participating would see that and would be able to have their young kids come and participate. But I know in the past that the people that run these programs do go into the schools and try to get participation, and it's a good benefit. It's a benefit for them, especially because they get out and they get to exercise a little bit, and they're at practice all the time, and it's beneficial health-wise. Just and besides what they're getting out of the program, the benefit that they're getting out of the program by participating in basketball, football, or baseball. But no, we as parents or grandparents, we should try to get our kids to participate a little more, even though they might not wanna, just try it. And but it's really beneficial to those young kids to learn sports at an early age. So thank you. I will make a motion to approve that expenditure.
One final comment on this. We don't need to beat a dead horse here, but we had one of our trips last year and a couple trips. A lot of the businesses in Cook and Orr, some of them put in $200 just to help their kids, and I think they come up with $2,000 on one trip. And you have people like Joel Astleford. He gives $100 a time to the kids, and it's you have a lot of people that give a lot of money and time. I'll second. Yeah, and Dave mentioned that we also have a lot of fundraisers that our staff gives a lot of time and a lot of money to help out our kids.
The next line item is the cost of the general election. And you remember from where I originally started today.
a special project. This is special projects for the community. Yep. Okay, just so we're clear on it. Second?
The next line item is RTC Communications for $61,500. That has just two costs in there. One is the printing of the voice for news, and the other one is the cost of the statement. And I believe I put 25,000 in the statement. And the last one is a supplement to the Northern Needle federal credit union, $167,000. No, well, it's, we're giving a grant, but we have to have some kind of a match with it, because the other grant that we're probably getting is like 30% salaries.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can cover some strong points for that again, and speak into the microphone.
The credit union has been, I think was opened in, is it 1994? So this is their, or 2014, sorry. Too many numbers. 2014, so this is our third full year of operating the credit union. When the charter, when the whole strategic plan and the forecasting was done, the NCUA did not tell us that we could not have authority to make larger loans, so we were limited to, when we first opened, 5,000, we couldn't do vehicle loans or anything. And over the years, it's grown that we can do vehicle loans up to 50,000 now. There are roughly probably 660
just, would like to, commend you for that, Kathy, of doing it this way, out in the open. And, like you said, we don't, all of us don't always agree, most of the time, but, this is a start in the right direction, and, it, clears up, a lot of misinformation out there now, and it also, shows people that we're heading in the right direction. And, I will always believe that the only way is to be, totally open. And, with everything, I know one of the things when it's all said and done, one of the, for my own, speaking my own, one of the numbers put out there for my salary, is gonna be, about $60,000 off. And that's just blatant, irresponsible, misinformation. And, I hope people, see that and catch on to it. So, but good job. Second.